I read
man,
about
they're
a
good for you,
dating
right?
trend, and I want to get your feedback on it. Are you ready for this?
Yes.
Sardine roll.
All right, a little 2-paragraph lay it out. This chick went on a fairly unremarkable date last winter. She and her date grabbed hot ciders at a Brooklyn bar. And when the bill came, the dude gave the bartender his credit card. Cool so far. A few days later, the guy asks for a second date. She told him, no, I'm not interested. So then he sent her a Venmo request for her drinks from the first date. I fucking love it. I don't know why, like, if there is equality now, why are guys still paying for everything, especially in this like early date? Now she's a stay-at-home mom or whatever. The situation has changed, but in this where they're just dating and she's like living on her own independently, why are guys paying for everything?
Women, see that we say that because it's funny, but women don't want equality. When you actually meet one that likes you, they're fine with all of that. The other way. They're fine with things the other way. They want to talk a big game on social media, but they're perfectly fine with you paying for the thing and them cooking and cleaning. And then like most women, like the vast majority. I'm not saying they want to be slaves or anything. They're just like, yeah, that seems like a fair exchange of goods and services, and you do this and I do that kind of thing. I don't know.
Slaves don't talk back. That's the big difference.
or they unless they get the rod.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's hilarious. Like that guy. I mean, and she's not going to pay his Venmo request, but
no,
he could get his $7. So why not?
What do you think about? All right, so here's something similar. So I think that's silly because that's a first date. I bought you the drink because I'm showing you that I'm the kind of guy who has $7 extra on me. This is step one. All right. So
what if she was just guzzling drinks?
It didn't work out, for whatever reason. I lose my $7.50. I'm not going to Venmo you. But what if we had like a 6-month relationship and I bought you like hypothetically like a $2,000 bracelet or something like that? Should I be like, hey, didn't work out, like I thought it would. I'd like that bracelet back. I think it's actually my grandmother's. Like she should turn it over, right?
She should, because she doesn't know you're lying.
You see, you should turn it back over. Give me my shit.
Give me my fucking Camaro back.
In construction, there's typically a pay-as-you-go situation, right? You finish 25% of the project, you send an invoice for 25% of the overall project. When you hit the halfway point, there's another milestone. You bill the guy for the next quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, these women who are, staying at your place or whatever are doing a similar pay-as-you-go arrangement. They need to be doing whatever it is they do to earn their keep.
Yeah. He needs to send her a KPI report and tell her
KPI report.
But like in your relationship,
key performance indicators.
Like seriously, like Taylor, if you dated a girl for a year, would you ever ask for some expensive gift you'd given her back?
No, I wouldn't buy a girl a really expensive gift in the first year, more likely than not. Like,
what if it's like hypothetically, it's something you already had, like you had an extra one of, like, I don't know if you've got camera gear or something, but you're like, yeah, use mine. But she's like, oh, he gave me that. You want to get that back, huh?
Oh, fuck. No, you just reminded me of an old iPod that I don't have anymore that I should probably
want my camera back.
That bitch.
The U2 album on it. Yeah, that I don't think I would try and get it back. It was pre-YouTube.
It was a long time ago.
You know why I don't ask for it back? It's ego-driven. Because I'm the kind of baller that doesn't give a fuck about what you took from me. Like, that's where my head is. Me wanting an iPad back implies that I don't just fucking rain iPads. And that's who I aspire to be. So,
yeah, but why are you trying to impress
I don't rain iPads. I'm very cheap. I want all women to know that. Tell your friends how cheap that guy is.
Dick gives me iPads, ladies. Don't fall for that. He likes me more than you.
It's a good filtering method.
Here's from the other side. You just send him an invoice for the after dinner blowjob, right? Here's I don't know if you can do that. Say here's a prepaid invoice for, and if they cash it out, right? Then you got then
you get hey.
Like to file a turn her in for prostitution.
Yeah, I'd like to file a resolution request on this $100 that you took.
Yeah, that is pretty embarrassing to give someone a gift and then ask for it back. Very much Indian giver shit.
That's racist.
No, not according to Seinfeld.
You can't be racist against white people.
They're Indians.
True.
They're the Indian giver, though, is the white person. It's an insult towards the people who gave gifts and took them back, right?
You can't call white people the N-word, Woody. That's not, that's not allowed.
I'm not going to stop.
Well, yeah, you can't at the mall or the movies. But in your own home, you can say.
Sargon proved that.
My nickname for Jackie.
Yeah. Man, you do not want to hear me call my new dog over.
In fairness, his dog is black.
Oh man, it's
that
weird.
would be inappropriate.
It's weird hearing the dating conversation now. I haven't been back since the big Taylor fiasco that I've never gotten to talk about yet. So now Kyle's got the girlfriend and Taylor's back with the one-hander.
Now
every
I'm
night.
back in the church of Kyle on the dating apps, and he's not even here to be my shepherd.
I don't
Yeah.
think
He's
people
busy
realize what a humanitarian service Kyle and Taylor are doing in this church of Kyle, right? Like, you think they're just running through women. No. They are fostering girls. They are just loving them now until they find their forever homes down the road.
Oh.
Forever homes. That was Kyle's look of absolute just disgust.
He's not
I've never been on the
endorsing
show
this.
before, but it's pretty funny. You guys, what was your name?
Yeah. Yeah, that was fun. After I got divorced, I was like, damn it. Kyle and Dick were right. Like, nobody in my life other than Kyle and Dick responded to that news with like, don't do it, especially Dick. Dick was like, no, brother, get
Oh,
away.
what a
Don't
horrible
get married.
mistake you're
He
making.
was like, it's a legal contract that's not gonna that can't help you. Like,
Yeah.
it's like
all
yeah,
the things you need are not in that contract. Don't sign it.
Yes. Well, you win some, you lose some.
Now, some people only have to learn this lesson once, Taylor. It could be you. You might be one of these lucky men.
I'm such an idiot. Like,
So, let me tell you what you do next time, Taylor.
You look happier, though. You look so much happier. Last time you looked so thinking about your house and
Defeated.
stuff and beaten down. Look at you
it's
now.
a lot of stress. Yes,
your head
I'm
looks
feeling
smaller.
much better now. Yeah, I lost a bunch of weight again. You got to be fit when you're out in the market again. You can't be a big fat fuck.
Wow.
I think
You talking about hockey less?
From the outside, Taylor. From the outside.
Damn, that was. Look at this. Oh,
Your
whoa.
divorce looked tame from the outside. Like the finance stuff seemed to get settled without a lot of drama by
did,
comparison
yeah.
to other divorces.
100%. It was really easy as far like a total rinky dink divorce as far as
Were there
like,
screaming
divorces go.
matches on the I used to work with a guy who got
Nope.
divorced, and cubes don't give much privacy. Oh my god. He would just like, how often do you scream as loud as you can scream?
never.
Not him. And this guy was chill as fuck. But he was driven to wit's end by this divorce.
Yeah.
Let me
The
ask
only
you
time
this.
I
Could
yell
you
is, like,
ever-
during this
Could you
show.
ever hear him like he gets off the phone? That's the goddamn last time, Judith. The last time I speak to you. It's settled now. God. And he hangs up. And could you hear him?
It wasn't far from that. Yeah. Like you just don't
Jesus.
hear people, I was going to say men, but both men and women scream as loud as they can scream. That's
Yeah.
not a common thing.
No,
He
thank
was
God that was not something we done. It was cordial the whole time. Like as far as divorces go, easy as shit. Like, but like
next
I was like
marriage
just
is what I wanna talk
Mr.
about.
Stress.
Rather the officiating. Look, there's no reason to have any official paperwork. I got a guy, Taylor. He's going to print some very official looking paperwork out with everyone's
Mhm.
names on it. I'll be your witness. Father Kyle here. Nobody knows me. I'll put you've seen,
Oh,
I've got that
yeah.
whole priest robe,
Smart.
right?
I like
You've
this.
seen my
Yeah.
costume.
I'll be
I'll
Catholic
gray
for
the
the day.
hair up. I'll come in. I'll use a cane. I'll put a whole Johnny Knoxville face on. I marry you. I officiate. I got the forged paperwork. Then when it's divorce time, it's like, oh, guess what? You just got punked. You know?
Ashton Kutcher comes out.
Yeah.
You know, it's
fastest divorce
like
ever, because none of this was real.
maybe having my friends marry me like as a bit isn't a good idea because that one of my good buddies Married me the first time because he was like, we were just like afterward. He was like, I'm a minister, and I'm like, dude, that's hilarious. The same guy who told the story of the man, is it bad? Like who watched that woman fall down and like break her leg. That's one of my close buddies. He married us because he was like, I'm still a minister, and I was like, that's hilarious. Do it for us. So. Yeah, next time I'll double down on that approach, and Kyle, you can absolutely dress up and pretend to be a priest, and
I'll do the voice from
I think I may have. I think
the
I may
Princess
be.
Bride.
Yeah,
you remember the Princess Bride wedding? Marriage. What
Just
brings
ruin-
us together today?
Yeah, women would love having that day made a total mockery.
I don't even think you're needed for this bit, Taylor. Kyle could just do it himself.
when Kyle
Make me
eventually
happier.
gets married, which I don't think will happen. Yeah, that was. I'm the fucking dummy that had to go through it, but yeah, I should have listened
I'll
to.
take a
Kyle
stroke
and
right
Dick.
before that and make sure she leaves me. And then I'm sorry, but I can't be the man I promised I would be.
Fake a stroke.
yeah. Stroke out. I've been practicing stroke victim face for like 8 months now in preparation for the proposal. I'm sorry, I can't be the man that you need.
What are some activities that increase strokes? You have to start like doing them before the date you plan on faking your stroke. So when she goes to the doctor, he recently started smoking.
My
and
blood
stuff.
pressure is off the charts.
You need to
4
blood dope,
cigarettes a
but
day.
way too much. Like just a few.
I have to give blood, or I get too many red blood cells. It honestly is a problem. So, already halfway there. So I've got excuses.
Laying the framework right now. Very smart.
I like it.
Yeah.
Like
You got to have an exit door, my friend, a parachute, if you will. When Woody goes up there and does that nonsense, he don't raw dog it. He's got not one but 2 parachutes. He's got an altimeter on his wrist. Take precautions.
Yeah,
Condoms not enough,
yeah, and condoms. Who's got the time?
right?
Yeah. Who's got the time to in the middle of the throes of passion?
If you had gotten on the roids,
They do make me last
when
longer.
I told you to, you wouldn't have any swimmers, and you would have frozen your seed long ago, and you'd have it in like a cryogenic little pod, and you could break it out. It'd be such a cool talking piece. You'd be like, "Are you ever going to have children?" You'd be like, "How funny you bring it up. Let me show you my prime boys." All right, they took 80 loads of my cum, and they found the 5 best swimmers. That's the 5 best swimmers out of 800 billion possible sperm. And these are my boys right here. And you got them frozen. And if you ever want to put them in somebody, you got them there ready to go.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, you're on the juice. You don't make sperm, and you're ripped. You're huge.
You think I should
You'd be
get on
so big
tea?
if you started testosterone right now, you would turn it. You would look like Dave Bautista. I'm not even kidding.
Women love Dave Bautista.
I'm talking about you be that big. You wouldn't turn into an ugly old man.
The Cabbage Patch head.
The butt from Guardians of the Galaxy where he's blue
I'm saying
with
you would
tattoos
be
all over.
You would be pro athlete big. You would be pro athlete yoked. Don't show his face.
Yeah.
Dude, he looks like
because his head looks like a penis, so they love
he
that.
looks like if you cast a spell to turn a Lego man into a person.
It's like Mr. Potato Head came to life. Look, all right, he's 50 something. He's 54.
He looks like Slender Man on steroids.
He's
there
looking
you
good
go.
there.
You could literally look like that in a year with testosterone. I'm not
Holy
no exaggeration
traps.
at all.
That's some
Like you would be
aggressive
that big in a
bicep
year
veins.
because you're
Like
already very big.
Maybe I will. Maybe I will. I feel like I've got some natural potential to unlock just with having a good diet. But maybe eventually I'll get
Always
on
with the natural potential.
Kyle, don't you think that much muscle would actually hurt you in the dating scene?
Well, I wouldn't suggest that he, maybe go this far because I think like the prime body is more, isn't that big. But I'm just saying, I know Taylor would like to be colossal.
It would be
because he's
fun
into that sort of thing.
And also, like,
you
think
can
of
go
all the
back from being
compliments
colossal.
from guys. You'd just be getting compliments from guys when you get that big. Because a woman isn't looking at that. She doesn't look at Dave Bautista and go, look at the countless hours to build those arms and pecs and everything. But a guy does, and he's like, wanting to come over and talk to you at the gym.
Motorcycles
which doesn't
do
happen
that
because
too.
I'm home gym master race. But
You go to the gas station to fill up your bike. Guys always want to talk to you. It happens every time.
Yeah,
that's how a lot of
for
that
sure.
stuff goes.
Lots of things are like that, and that's okay though. Because I like when guys come up too, and they're like, oh, what is this? What is that? Finally, somebody I can talk to that actually appreciates this thing that I like. It's nice to find somebody who appreciates cool shit too, and then suck their dicks, at a Denny's or something. And
I was gonna say, yeah, I like anal sex.
you go in the bathroom, you come out. Who's to say what happened in there?
You are. You'll always know.